welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing good. It's been really a couple days since I've done a true reaction. We've spent a lot of family time together. We went to another city, spent time there. I'm actually going to make a video later on about that. It's kind of like a vlog style. And it's time to make a new video. And I want to talk about how Filipinos have changed the world and how they've shown their love in the past and how they show their love currently. And I think it's a great topic to talk about because anytime you're changing the world for the good, it needs to be talked about, it needs to be known. So that's what we're going to do today. The first thing I want to talk about are OFWs. OFWs, OFWs, OFWs from the Philippines. They're all over the world. You can find them in almost every country. And they change the world. For instance, 2.2 million Filipinos overseas are nurses. That's astounding. That's a big percent. I find that amazing, you know, because nurses are doing good. They're making people better. They're taking care of people's health. It's just amazing, you know, and they get to send money back to their family and help their family too. So they're not only are they helping the world, they're helping their family as well. And it's a big sacrifice, you know. I don't know if I could do that. I absolutely, positively love spending time with my family. Absolutely. So I know how much of a sacrifice it is. So we got to show our respect to the OFWs, definitely. I haven't really talked about them yet in any of my videos, and I want to talk about them, and I want to give my respect because I appreciate it, you know. I know OFWs over here in the United States that are around where I live that are nurses, so they're absolutely everywhere. If you hear a sound in the background, that's Hunter. He's over there playing. His mama's at work right now. But yes, we gotta show respect, and I also want to do kind of like a OFW series. So if you're an OFW and you want to make a video, you know, explaining what you do, what sacrifices that you have, the hardships, the trials, something like that, any information on OFW. If you want to make a video like that, definitely make a video and either upload it to your channel and I'll react and talk about it, or you can just send it to me directly. So if you want to do that, I'm down with it. I'd like to share each and every one of your stories, so if you feel like doing that, that would be awesome. So definitely OFWs is one way they Filipinos show their love, show and change the world, you know. It's an awesome thing. And then another thing I want to talk about is all the refugees that the Philippines have accepted throughout the years. And it's much more than I even knew. I started doing a little bit more research, and I knew about 3 or 4 times when the Philippines accepted their refugees from other countries. But there's many more. There's many more. We're going to talk about some. The first one, of course, the White Russians. A lot of us know about the White Russians. I didn't know about the White Russians till recently in the last month, and I learned it through my extended Filipino family on YouTube. It was towards the end of World War I, and the Philippines accepted a bunch of Russians into their country, and we did a video on that. So type in White Russian Max Reaction, you can find it. But that was one time, but there's many more. Another time was when they accepted the Jewish refugees fleeing the Nazi persecution. So when not many other countries wanted to accept them, of course the Philippines says, we have a big open arm. We love people. We love to help people. And even if we've just got out of war, and you can say that about any part of the Philippines history because they're always getting out of war, we accept you. So it's just awesome, you know. Another time was the Spanish Republicans flee new nationalist government. So I mean, it doesn't matter which country you're from, they're always in open arms, no matter what, you know. It's just awesome. Chinese refugees escape from mainland, so they're taking the Chinese, you know. The Philippines have a history of fighting with the Chinese. They have a history of fighting with Japan. They have a history of fighting with the United States. And some of these people may not be refugees, you know, from Japan or United States, but there's still arm around and said, we still accept you. Come on over. We forgive you. We probably have the biggest heart in the world. And so it doesn't matter. So they accepted Chinese refugees or white Russians, another wave of them. You're like, you know, you've accepted some. Can you take more? Philippines says, we'll take all you got. You know, and I respect the president of the time, Quezon. Seems like a really good dude, really caring, passionate person about people. I love it. And then, of course, Vietnamese boat people. They arrive on the Philippine shores, 70s, 80s, I think. They're like, come on, we got you. So, love, love, love. Iranian revolutions, aftermath, leave refugees stateless. So, they accept Iranians. It doesn't matter what religion or where you're from, come on over to the Philippines. It's more fun in the Philippines, and this is before that slogan. The Philippines is much more than just a slogan, but, you know, if we could change the slogan, and I'm not saying we should because I think it's a good slogan, it should involve the word love, you know. Because the Philippines is a very loving country. The Indo-Chinese neighbors, come on, from the regime, come on over to the Philippines. Come on, we love people. Refugees from Timor, they're like, come on over, we got you. So it seems like out through history you can count on the Philippines to, you know, take you in. If your country or the people in your country are out to get you, trying to kill you, Philippines says, we have a lot of love. Come on over. All the Filipinos that have fought in wars, and I'm not talking about wars in the Philippines, I'm talking about other people wars that Filipinos served in. Like, for instance, I don't know if a lot of people know, but there was Filipinos, quite a few of them, in the American Civil War. In the American Civil War, when America's fighting each other. You know, there's Philippines over there fighting on both sides, north and south. And we know what side won, and guess what happened? That was, you know, one of the first steps leading to abolish slavery. So, yes, the Filipino people helped fix the slavery problem in the United States. And, you know, they had to kill some of their brothers to do it because there was ones on both sides. So I think that's an amazing fact that, you know, not a lot of people know, but it's a true fact and people should know. And you guys should know, you know, Filipinos helped in the slavery issue in the United States. And I think that's just an awesome, awesome thing because there shouldn't be discrimination. There shouldn't be slavery anywhere. It's just not right. Another time was the expeditions to Indochina. Many of these people that fought in these battles were Filipino. You know, Spanish, of course, I do believe in this is, you know, try to take more territory as the Spaniards were doing back then. And a lot of them were Filipinos fighting, you know, for the Spaniards, you know. And we know what happened. Eventually, you know, throughout history, the Filipinos fought the Spaniards. So, they're fighting everywhere. Another war that Filipinos fought on both sides, the Spanish Civil War. So we got more brothers fighting brothers, blood fighting bloods, and you know, it's not for the Filipinos, it's for the Spaniards once again. Another time, the European theater of World War II in 39 to 45. And a cool fact about this is the only Filipino B-17 bomber. There was only one, but he got to fly the B-17 bomber. Big bomber at the time, big plane at the time, very important. Another important part of World War II, and yes, there was Filipinos fighting even that. The Vietnam War in the 50s to 75, lots of Filipinos fighting in there. And also, there's actually Filipino mercenaries a decade before even any of that started fighting for a CIA director. So I don't know if you knew that. Go look it up. Go search it. It's there. So there's Filipinos fighting all over the world. And even nowadays in the UN, we've seen what happened in the Golden Heights. And I can't believe they were ordered to lay down their weapon. That's just not in the Filipino blood, not in the Filipino heart. And if you lay your weapon down in that situation, I do believe that you're probably gonna die. It's not a good thing. You can't ask anybody to lay your weapon down in that situation, I don't think. I'm not a general, but I do have some kind of an IQ, you know, and you gotta know your men. You gotta know your men. You gotta know your men. And if you don't know the hearts of the Filipino, you shouldn't be over them. I know that thing. I know that's for sure. So, and there's other wars and other places that Filipinos fought. We know about the 1,000 or 1,400 that fought in the battle in Korea and chased the Chinese away. A very vital part. And of course, all the wars and battles in the Philippines itself. But such a big heart, such a big heart. I wanted to talk about the heart of the Filipinos. And another thing I want to talk about, for me personally, I've never known such a loving people. I never thought about going to the Philippines until I met my wife online. We will tell that love story soon. But I ended up going over there several times, and I absolutely fell in love with her. And absolutely fell in love with the Philippines. And my first time over there, I actually stayed with her family, you know. And for a lot of people, and for me too, I'm like, man, this might be awkward. And it was never awkward. From the time I stepped off the plane and met family and friends, I felt they made me feel part of the family. They made me feel like they were friends. It's just an amazing thing. You don't get that over here where I live in the United States. I mean, some places you might, some places you do, but everywhere I went, it didn't matter what part of the Philippines or what friends and family I was meeting in the Philippines of my wife. It was always loving, it was always caring, and it's always acceptance, and it's just, you're part of the family. You're part of the family. You're part of the family. Whether you like it or not, you are, and I absolutely don't like it because I absolutely do love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So that's just more of the heart that I see and the love that I see and the compassion that I see when I go to the Philippines, when I spend time with my family, I just want to say thank you. And I just want to share some of my thoughts, and maybe some people didn't know about some of the stuff that I talked about, because knowledge is power. We need to know the history of the world, and since a lot of my content is about the Philippines, because I feel like I am part of the Philippines. I know I'm part of the Philippines now through my wife, and I absolutely, positively accept that, and I love it. And I'll treasure it and hold it. What's up, Hunter? You want to come say hi? Yeah. That's about all I got, but I think Hunter's going to come over here and tell you guys bye-bye. Come here. You want to say bye-bye? Come here. You got to put your toy down. Here he is. Come here. Put your toy down. Tell bye-bye. Say hello. Say bye-bye. Can you say it? Say bye. Say it, bye. Not just say bye-bye. He says bye-bye all the time. Everywhere we go, he's waving at people, and he's saying bye-bye. But anyway, I'll catch you later. More videos later tonight. I'm going to edit this, upload it, and then my evening, there'll be more videos. So I'll see you guys next time. And remember, if you're an OFW and you want to make a video and send it to me or upload it and have me react to it, please let it be mostly in English, but it can be Tagalog or whatever dialect you speak to. And I'll see you next time. Peace, love, happiness, spread it. Bye-bye.